Good morning, Judy Haddad, owner of Orange Purple Passions, My Healing LLC, and founder and executive director of Five Purple Oranges, the charity I founded after my son and I were hit by a truck in Dodge County, Wisconsin, and he was killed. So this is a little bit of a lighter video maybe, but I'm just gonna state right now, Mom, you need to stop watching. So, Mom, cut it off. So I was, for the most part, a really, really good kid. Out of the three of us, I was the only one who didn't do drugs in high school, didn't have sex in high school. When I drank, I just drank at home. I didn't drink at parties. I never drank and drove. I never, even at parties and college, rarely got wasted. Usually I would fill up, this dates me, I would fill up a Huber bottle with like apple juice and pretend to be drinking beer the whole time and watch everybody who was totally messed up, and you know, I could laugh about it. So that's me in a nutshell. So I think about though all the funny, stupid stuff I did do as a kid, and that with Ilan being gone, I have no one to share that with. Like in our conspiratorial friendship that he and I had, I just assumed that would keep going, and he would be the person I could tell my hilarious stories to, like the fact that I was riding around on a motorcycle with the roadie for a famous Irish band, not YouTube. In Dublin one night looking for a condom, and at that time, I mean, you know, Ireland's notoriously Catholic, and like how funny that was, and how the fact that I was partying on that tour bus when I was in Chicago, partying on the tour bus of the band, and they were all like drunk and high, and I was driving home, and the cops pulled me over, and I had not had a single hit or anything to drink, but I'm sure I reeked. And I remember the cop who pulled me over was like such a jerk that like I was like starting a fight with him, because I knew, you know, you could test me and I was going to come up clean, and he didn't even have a reason for pulling me over. So he ended up giving me a ticket. A ticket for not having a city sticker, which got thrown out in court because I didn't live there, so it was kind of funny. So there was the time that I slid down the, again, Chicago story, fire pole in a mini skirt, and then got taken by two really white, fat Chicago cops in the back of a paddy wagon. Yes, I understand that's not an appropriate term. To a restaurant. Oh, good times. And then we went back to the firehouse, but that's another story for another day. Or when I was in high school, I was working two jobs. I had security clearance actually, because I worked for the government on F-14 Tomcats. That's one of my jobs. And my other job, naturally, was working in a library in the kids section. And and my friends and I got good grades. I was constantly working, and I was just like, I need a break. So I skipped school, or I think I got out early to work anyway. So I think I just convinced some friends from some different schools to meet me, and we all went to lunch at this place where they were filming a commercial. I don't know, Sally, if you're catching this video, but you'll remember this. They were filming a commercial. We so wanted to tell people that we're in this commercial, but then that would mean admitting that we had left school when we should have been in school. So I miss stuff like that. Like I miss being able to share that kind of silly stuff with Ilan. Some of it maybe not appropriate when he was 9, but when he got older, there was like stuff I did with him. I think when he was 7 or 8, I took him to his first lesbian bar, only because it was the middle of the day on a Sunday, I think Sunday or Saturday. They have good fries, and it was close to where we were. Not for any other reason, but to me, I'm like, that's pretty cool, you know? And I think about this plan he had, that he would joke around with his best friend Isaac about how when they got older, they would have this like loft, and like Isaac would just be like hanging out with all his like buddies, and Ilan would be cooking them dinner. And like, as much as Ilan had a sense of fun and adventure, he's so much like me. He had a sense of fun. He was such like, but he was also tempered with that good kid. Like, in my mind, it's okay to have fun as long as you're not hurting anybody. So that was always my feeling about life. That's why, like, I just didn't, I created so much fun. I didn't feel the need to do anything like too stupid. And I didn't also settle down like some of my friends who got married at 20 and 21 and are now incredibly unhappy. And some of them got married at 20 and 21 and are very happy. I'm just saying our brains don't fully finish growing till we're 23. So it seems a little young for me, but that's okay, to each his own. So my legacy, my stories, like all of that, that all dies with me. I have no one, I have no kids to pass them on to. Like, I find them hilarious. And that's the kind of stuff that, like, Ilan, all our stories together, they're just gone now. And anything he might have done that he was going to pass on to his kids or his friends or whatever, that's all gone. So it really makes it important to me to work on the legacy that he would have left. He was my legacy. Ilan was my legacy, right? So now the charity, 5 Purple Oranges, 5purpleoranges.org, becomes a legacy for the both of us. It's my work. It's my doing good for the world. It's my honoring my boy and his life on earth and his loss. And it's stuff that he was going to keep doing. I know in my heart he was going to be this major force for good. He already had that way with people. He was always helping the little kids. He was always rooting for the underdog. He was always such like a innocent boy in so many ways, like such a big kid, and would see kids get bullied and not understand truly what bullying was when he got bullied, but he would see it in other kids and he would run to their defense. And I just, he had a heart for doing good, and I just know he was gonna be something amazing in whatever he chose to do. So I keep his legacy alive through the charity and our 5-pronged mission of reading, nature, art, music, and skateboarding, because that was my boy. He was so well-rounded. He loved all of those things. His time was so evenly divided between all of those activities that the more I can go and see the opportunities we're providing for these other kids and do these great things for these other kids, it doesn't matter if Ilan's name is attached or not. I just know that this is his heart, his light working through me. So I just wanted to put that out there, with a little humorous twist, that my work with the charity is so important that it is my purpose, it is my why, it is what drives me. And it has more to do with creating good in this world than keeping Ilan's name alive. Because to me, Ilan's always going to be alive. I have so many wonderful memories of him, and despite the fact that he was such a short part of my life, and that, I'm now headed to that downward side of life where, like, I've lived more years than I am going to live. I have that, those enjoyable times with him, those adventurous times with him. I still have that in my heart, and now I'm trying and hopefully succeeding in creating joy and good in the work we do. And some of it has been incredibly rewarding when I'm able to go talk to the kids and give them that example of taking something crappy for lack of a better word, and making something amazing out of it, because we all have loss, we all have trauma, we all suffer pain. And if you can turn it around and do something good, and I would see that in Ilan too. He knew his father was a jackass, and so like his way of dealing with that is just like sort of poking fun at him and joking around with him, and he would like call him on a Sunday morning and be like, say hello to my little friend, and hang up on him. Like, and he thought that was the most hilarious thing ever. And he got that from the Muppets. He's never seen Scarface. Well, let me put that right out there. But that humor, that joy for life, if I can pass that on, if I can give that to others, that's going to be an amazing legacy for the two of us. So thanks for watching. Hope I gave you a laugh today. See you next time.